come sit at the table. You know, and they'll call names out one by one. We talking about tithes and offering now. So and so and so and so. $45. So and so and so and so. $50. Amen. But don't call Sister Joanne's name. Sister Joanne, stand up. Wait a minute now. All right. Now, I don't know why my name ain't on there. But my name need to be called. An attitude. Amen. Like that. Amen. That you gave, you should. Huh? Because Jesus said, now, what we do in secret. Amen. He reward us. Amen. Openly. One of these days. And they had that confusion in the church because people's name was not being called. So what they do, they got rid of it. And this will let you know how really messed up it was. They got rid of it. And when they got rid of it, all hell broke loose. Y'all know what I'm talking about. All hell broke loose in the church. So that was letting you know, amen, that everything about it was misguided. Was misguided. People was only giving it just to hear their name. Just to be heard. Just to be seen. Just like this Pharisee. Amen. Right here. Amen. So we cannot have misguided our attitudes. Amen. We have to get our attitudes, amen, in check. Especially when it comes to Jesus Christ. You got to have the right attitude. You got to have the right motive in what we do for the Lord, because God is watching. God is looking at us. God is paying attention to us. You may feel like you're getting by, but you ain't getting away. God knows. And he knows, amen, our every move that we make. Do we have any questions? Amen. Amen. Just wanted to stop right there. Amen. Then Jesus said, amen. Well, verse 40, he said, you foolish people, did not the one who made the outside makes the inside also? But now as for what is inside you, he said, be generous to the poor, and everything will be clean for you. Now, Jesus was, he was on the poor. Amen. He always encouraged us to give to the poor, give to the needy. Amen. Give to the sick. Amen. But when you give it, don't put it out there on the wings of the morning. Don't put it out there. He said, you foolish people. Amen. Don't you know who made the outside makes the inside too? He was telling them, amen, that Jesus can change anybody. He can change anybody. The same man that made the outside before it had breath in his body, before it could even have an attitude, before it can even see it, before it can do whatever, amen, he made the outside first. So that's letting you know the outside is just a shell. It's just something that the inner man dwells in. Because one day, this old shell letting you know how insignificant it is. He said, one day, this shell is going back to the dust. Y'all believe that, don't you? It's going back to the dust from which it came. But now, what did he tell Satan concerning Job? He said, now that inner man, which is the soul, he said, don't bother. Because that's got to come back to me. So they're letting you know the difference between the two. The outside, amen, it don't matter. The inside, is what matters. The inside, amen, that's what's going to be judged one day. Amen. That's what's going to be judged one day. Stand before God. Stand before the judgment bar. Amen. And be judged by God Almighty. So he calls them, amen, he calls them foolish. Foolish people. God made you. You didn't make yourself. So we have to keep his law. Amen. That's just like, amen, our president now. Amen. You know, we have to follow their laws. You know, it's not up, you know, they can make a law, amen. I can't say, well, I don't like that law, I'm finna change it. I got to be a mighty bad boy for that to happen. I mean, mighty bad. Amen. But still, amen, Jesus is the one who created the heavens and the earth and everything therein. Amen. He's really asking the Pharisees, why? Why are y'all so foolish? Why will y'all not recognize that this man right here is the Messiah? Because, see, the Pharisees, they didn't believe in the Messiah. They believed in God, but they didn't believe in the Messiah. They didn't believe. So, you know, when Jesus Christ came on the scene, they was like, who is this cat? You know? Amen. When he was walking around preaching and teaching, amen, they saw how, you know, he was getting their attention. And everywhere that Jesus went, he drew a crowd. And then what really messed him up, when he just started whipping miracles, signs, and wonders. Amen. And I guarantee you, amen, 40% of them, if not all of them, 40% of them Pharisees, they believed he was the Messiah. But the Pharisees just didn't want to go up against each other. So all of them got on one accord. And then they knew that their arms was too short to box with God. So now what they did, they brought in the Sadducees. We got to get rid of this man. They bring in the scribes. Amen. They bring in all of this other stuff to try to catch Jesus Christ in something. Oh, they thought they had him, amen, with a woman that committed adultery. They asked Jesus, well, Jesus, what would you do? What would you do in this situation? And you know what Jesus said? He said, let the first man without sin cast first stone. Boy, I looked around, boy, them Pharisees got out of there. Because they knew what was on the inside. They knew what was on the inside, amen, but it showed up on the outside when they ran. And Jesus told the woman, where are their accusers? That woman said, I don't know where they is. I guess they gone. Well, Jesus said, well, if they don't condemn you, neither will I. He told her, go and sin no more. Ain't that something? Amen, amen, amen. So we don't want to be foolish. We don't want to be foolish people and not recognize, amen, that Jesus, the one that made the inside, the outside, also made the inside too. Amen. So Jesus knows every area of our life, every area. Like I said, he knows our motives. He knows what behind what we do. He knows if we sincere or not. And if you're not sincere about it, amen, just don't do it until you get sincere. Amen. Because Jesus is not, you know, he's not with all that partial stuff. He said, if you can't give me all of you, he said, I don't want none of you if you can't give me all of you. And that's what we, you know, that's what we ought to strive for. To give the Lord all of us. And once he gives we give him all of us, amen, then, amen, that what we do, amen, that God supersedes over all of that. Because sometimes, amen, what we do or what we think is right. But is it really? Is it really right? Amen, amen. So that's why we need Jesus. We need him to guide our minds and guide our hearts. Amen. Keep our attitudes in check, because a bad attitude can just throw you all out of whack. Amen. A bad attitude, folk will hate to see you coming. Oh, here come Tootie. Amen. We call him Tootie. Amen. Here come Tootie. Amen. And you know, a person with a bad attitude, amen, you just don't want to be around. Amen. Because every so often, amen, a bad attitude person, every so often, they jumping off. You can't say nothing to them. Amen. 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 And they'll mess around and misguide your thoughts. Amen. Make you feel like you doing something that you ain't doing. Huh? Won't they do it? Amen. So we got to have